Over the past few weeks, news of the big Firestick crackdown has drawn a lot of attention, and this story clearly matters to a lot of you, and the comments are full of the same questions. Is this fake news? Will a VPN fix it? Should you switch devices? And what happens in 2027 on Google TV? Well, in this video, let's clear everything up quickly and answer some of those questions. The tabloid headlines came first, leading many to doubt the credibility of the news. But Amazon has now confirmed to multiple outlets that it will block apps identified as providing access to pirated content, including those installed outside the Amazon App Store. Now, in practice, your Fire TV will compare apps installed on your device against a list provided by ACE, the Alliance for Creativity and Entertainment. If there's a match, you'll first see a warning that the app isn't permitted and will be removed. After a short window, the app will simply not launch. That's why some of you are seeing a warning while others are already blocked. This isn't a single one-day switch, and not everyone in every region will see the same changes at the same time. On current Fire OS devices, sideloading itself has not been removed. You can still install third-party apps. What's changed is that some piracy-focused apps can now be blocked at the device level. Now, separately, Amazon's new Fire TV Stick 4K Select runs the new Vega OS, and that device does not allow sideloading at all. It only runs apps from the Amazon App Store. That's different from your older Fire TV sticks, which still run Android-based Fire OS and still allow sideloading, but with this new block on top. Now, the answer to is this the end of Firesticks is no. Users who sideload apps will eventually find that some of their favourite apps get blocked. However, if you are someone who sideloads, you're likely aware that alternative apps are available, so you can simply try a different one that isn't blocked. Now, while I can't go into too much detail, it's worth noting that blocked apps can sometimes be unblocked in various ways, such as renaming or cloning them. If you find that an app is blocked, the very first step you should take is to uninstall it and then install a new or updated version from my downloads page. Simply use downloader code 28907 to get in. A VPN can change where your traffic appears to come from, and I use NordVPN on Fire TV for privacy and for legitimate region hopping on legal services when I travel. But a VPN will not revive an app that the device itself has flagged and blocked. This is not an internet provider block, it's enforcement on the device. Understandably, some of you want to or already have blocked Amazon from updating your devices. An exploit originally shared on the XDA forums to block Amazon updates has already been patched. However, there are still workarounds, most commonly NetGuard or router level blocking, but each has trade-offs. NetGuard uses the device's VPN slot, so you can't run a VPN at the same time. Router level blocking involves logging into your router and changing its settings, which may not be comfortable for everyone. If you want to try either of these approaches, search online for up-to-date reputable tutorials. If you're thinking of switching devices, here's the short answer, and then I'll do a full dedicated video soon. So if you haven't already, make sure you click subscribe so you don't miss out on that one. Now, if you rely on sideloading, you have options. Let me be really clear. You do not need to panic buy another device. As already mentioned, there are workarounds to get those blocked apps working again. It's the inconvenience and Amazon's meddling with their devices that are getting users well, frankly, pissed off. However, it's essential to understand the bigger picture if thinking of switching to another device, such as an unboxd or an Nvidia Shield. Google and Android TV are also tightening things, starting in 2026 on certified Android and Google TV devices. Apps installed outside the Play Store will need to come from verified developers, with the rollout expanding globally in 2027. Now, that is not a total ban on sideloading, but it is a gate that will get stricter on certified devices. Now, again, there will be workarounds, but if you don't want the inconvenience of Amazon or Google making it harder to sideload, non-certified Android devices like some Formula models could be an option. They stay more open, but you trade off security updates, DRM levels, and app compatibility. A Windows Mini PC gives you the most control and is excellent for local media, but obviously it is more setup than a stick you plug in behind the TV. I will break all of this down and give you some options in that upcoming video. Apps being blocked by Amazon isn't fake news. Thousands of users have already had their apps blocked. Sideloading is still possible on current Android-based Fire OS devices, but apps identified by ACE can be blocked at the device level. And Vega-based devices don't allow sideloading at all. A VPN will not unblock a banned app, and blocking updates isn't necessarily a guaranteed fix. Workarounds are available for those who paid close attention to what I said earlier, and that is the most important takeaway from today's video, for anyone who doesn't want to give up their Fire TV stick just yet. If this helped, hit subscribe and ring the bell so you don't miss the video guide for switching devices. Follow me on X for daily tips and quick fixes. Subscribe to my second channel, unboxd.tech, to support me over there too. And if you want direct support, join channel memberships to gain access to our private chat group.